Match day. The moment medical school ends and residency begins. The moment the salary, small as it is, finally starts. For years, you've been spending money to become a physician. Tuition, board exams, applications, moving expenses, and then suddenly the paychecks arrive. Not attending paychecks, resident paychecks, but after years of living on loans, they still feel significant. According to the AAMC's 2025 Resident Stipend Survey, the average first-year resident earns about $68,000 per year. In most cities and most residency programs, that salary doesn't feel like abundance, it feels like relief. And that's exactly where the mistake begins. Because when something feels like relief, most people treat it like money that can finally be spent. What most residents don't realize is that their first paycheck is doing something far more important. It's building habits, it's creating systems, it's setting a financial trajectory that may follow them for the next 30 years. And surprisingly, that trajectory often comes down to 3 very simple accounts, not complex investments, not real estate, not stock picking. 3 accounts opened in the right order. This video will show you exactly what those 3 accounts are, why each one matters, what to put inside them, and why waiting even 1 year to open them can cost far more than most residents realize. Because some financial opportunities in medicine last forever, and some only exist during residency. This is one of them. Most people think the important question is, which account should I open? But that's actually not the most important question. The more important question is, in what order should I open them? Because the order matters. Not because these accounts are complicated. They're not. The order matters because opening them in the wrong sequence leads to one of the most common financial mistakes residents make. They invest before they're protected, and when life happens, they end up undoing their own progress. Here's the correct order. And more importantly, here's why. First, the emergency fund. Before any investment account, before any retirement account, before anything. Because without an emergency fund, every unexpected expense becomes a financial emergency. A car repair, a flight home, a medical bill, an apartment deposit. And when you don't have cash available, the credit card becomes the emergency fund. That's a very expensive emergency fund. Credit card interest often exceeds 20%, and at those rates, debt compounds faster than investments grow. Protection comes first. Then comes account number 2, the Roth IRA. And this is where residency becomes unique. As a resident, you're earning roughly $68,000 a year, which means you're comfortably below the income limit for direct Roth IRA contributions. That matters, because once attending income arrives, this window closes. The day your income jumps to $200,000, $300,000, or $400,000, the simple version of the Roth IRA disappears. That's why it comes second, not because it's perfect, because the opportunity is temporary. Then comes account number 3, your employer retirement plan, usually a 403B or a 401k. At minimum, contribute enough to receive the full employer match. Because an employer match is something every investor dreams about, an immediate 100% return. No stock market prediction required, no special strategy, no timing, just free money. So the order is simple, Protect yourself first, capture the opportunity that disappears soonest second, and collect the employer match third. 3 accounts, 1 order. And getting that order right can change the next 30 years of your financial life. Before we talk about investing, before retirement accounts, before the stock market, we need to talk about something far less exciting, the emergency fund. And I know nobody watches finance videos hoping to hear about a savings account, but this account is the foundation of everything else. Because medicine is full of surprises, not all of them happen to patients. Some happen to you. A car breaks down during intern year, a family emergency requires a last-minute flight home, an unexpected medical expense appears, a licensing fee arrives sooner than expected. Life doesn't care that you're in residency, and when those surprises happen, you need somewhere to turn besides a credit card, because without an emergency fund, the credit card becomes the emergency fund. And that's where financial stress begins. Credit card interest compounds against you at rates that can exceed 20%, and no investment account in this video is going to reliably overcome that. So how much should you save? The target is 3 to 6 months of essential expenses, not your entire lifestyle, your essentials, rent, utilities, food, transportation, minimum debt payments. For many residents, that's roughly $3,000 per month, which means the goal is somewhere between $9,000 and $18,000. Now, where should that money live? Not in a checking account, and definitely not under a mattress. A high-yield savings account. The interest rate isn't the most important part. The accessibility is. The separation is. You want this money close enough to access in an emergency, but far enough away that you won't spend it accidentally. One strategy I really like is opening the account at a completely different bank than your checking account. Out of sight, out of mind. Name the account Emergency Fund. Set up an automatic transfer and let the system do the work. Marcus, Ally, SoFi, Discover, all are reasonable places to start. Open the account, link it to your checking account, and automate $200 to $300 from every paycheck. At first, it won't feel like much, but that's the point. Consistency matters more than intensity. Then one day, you'll look up and realize you've built 3 months of expenses, then 6, and for the first time in years, an unexpected expense won't feel like a crisis. Build this first, then we move to account number 2. Account number 2, the Roth IRA. If the emergency fund is about protection, the Roth IRA is about opportunity, and residency creates a very unusual opportunity because for the first time in your medical career, your income is relatively low. That may not feel like an advantage, but financially it is. As a resident, you're earning roughly $68,000 per year. That places you comfortably below the Roth IRA income limits, which means you can contribute directly. No backdoor strategy, no complicated paperwork, no extra steps. Just open the account and contribute. The reason this matters is because this opportunity does not last. One day residency ends, the attending salary begins, and suddenly your income jumps. $200,000, $300,000, $400,000. And when that happens, the simple version of the Roth IRA disappears. That's why residency matters. Not because you have more money, because you have access. In 2026, the Roth IRA contribution limit is $7,500, and that may sound small, especially when you have student loans, rent, and everything else competing for your paycheck. But what matters isn't just the amount, it's the time. Imagine contributing $7,500 at age 29, then allowing that money to grow for more than 3 decades. At a 7% annual return, that single year's contribution can become more than $100,000 by retirement. 1 year, 1 contribution. More than $100,000. Now think about 4 years of residency, 4 years of contributions, $30,000 invested in total. That money can grow into hundreds of thousands of dollars by retirement, not because the investment was extraordinary, because time was. That's the lesson. Time is doing most of the work, and every year you wait, you give up one of those years. Most residents tell themselves they'll start later, when they're making attending money, when life is less busy, when they have more breathing room. But later arrives, the salary arrives, and the Roth IRA window closes with it. So where should you open the account? Fidelity, Vanguard, or Schwab? All 3 are excellent. All 3 allow you to open an account online. All 3 offer low-cost index funds. And what should you invest in? A target date retirement fund is perfectly reasonable. A simple index fund portfolio is perfectly reasonable. The specific investment matters less than most people think. Opening the account is what matters. Getting started is what matters. Building the habit is what matters. Because the physician who opens a Roth IRA during residency isn't buying an account, they're buying time. And time is the one thing you can never buy back. Account number 3, your employer retirement plan. Usually a 403B or a 401k. This is the account offered through your residency program. And surprisingly, it's the account many residents either ignore completely or contribute far less to than they should. Now, before we go any further, let's make something clear. The goal is not to max this account out during residency. Most residents don't have the cash flow for that. The goal is much simpler. Don't leave free money on the table. Many hospitals offer some form of employer match, and if your hospital offers a match, you should contribute at least enough to receive the entire thing. Think about what that means. You contribute $1, your employer contributes another $1. That's an immediate 100% return. No stock market prediction, no special strategy, no complicated investing knowledge, just free money. And yet, every year, people walk away from it, not because they don't want it, because they never enroll, or because they tell themselves they'll do it later. Later turns into next month. Next month turns into next year, and residency ends. Now, if your program doesn't offer a match, the account is still valuable. In that situation, a reasonable starting point is 5%. Then increase it gradually over time, 1% more each year, small increases, barely noticeable, but over decades, they matter. There's another reason this account matters during residency: student loans, specifically public service loan forgiveness. If your residency program is at a qualifying nonprofit institution, your residency years may count toward PSLF, and contributions to your 403B or 401k can lower your taxable income. Lower taxable income often means a lower income-driven repayment calculation, and that can mean smaller qualifying loan payments. That's why this account does more than help with retirement. For some residents, it can also influence their student loan strategy. Before contributing beyond the employer match, take a few minutes to confirm whether your employer qualifies for PSLF. Go to studentaid.gov, use the PSLF help tool, certify your employer. 15 minutes of paperwork today can protect years of qualifying payments later. The emergency fund protects you. The Roth IRA captures a temporary opportunity, and the 403B captures benefits that your employer is already offering. 3 accounts, 3 different jobs, working together, and by the end of residency, you'll be very glad you opened all 3. Let's put everything together. 3 accounts, opened in the right order, with a specific job for each one. Account number 1, the high yield savings account. This is your emergency fund. Open it at a separate online bank. Automate contributions from every paycheck. Build it until you have 3 to 6 months of essential expenses. This account is not designed to make you wealthy. It's designed to keep unexpected expenses from becoming financial disasters. Protection first. Account number 2, the Roth IRA. Open it at Fidelity, Vanguard, or Schwab. Contribute what you can. Invest in a target date fund or a simple index fund portfolio. The exact investment matters less than opening the account, because the Roth IRA opportunity available during residency does not last forever. This is the one period of your physician career when direct Roth contributions are simple. The window is open now. It won't stay open forever. Account number 3, the 403B or 401k. Enroll through your residency program. At minimum, contribute enough to receive the full employer match. If your program doesn't offer a match, start with 5%, then gradually increase over time. This account captures employer benefits, and for many residents may also support a PSLF strategy. So the system is simple. Account 1, protection. Account 2, opportunity. Account 3, employer benefits. 3 accounts, 3 different purposes, 1 financial foundation. And here's the remarkable part. Opening all 3 accounts doesn't take weeks. It doesn't take months. It doesn't require a financial advisor. Most residents could open every account discussed in this video in less than 2 hours. 2 hours spent once, with financial consequences that can compound for the next 30 years. And that's why the first week of residency matters so much. Now here's what I would do over the next 7 days. Not eventually. Not when things settle down. Not after step 3. This week, day 1, open a high-yield savings account. Marcus, Ally, SoFi, Discover, pick one. Set up an automatic transfer, $200, $300, whatever your budget allows. Just start. Week 1, open a Roth IRA. Fidelity, Vanguard, Schwab, pick one. Fund it with whatever you can. $100, $500, $1,000. The amount matters less than opening the account. Week 2, enroll in your program's 403B. If there's an employer match, capture all of it. If there isn't, start with 5%. Something is better than nothing. And while you're doing all of this, take 15 minutes and verify whether your employer qualifies for PSLF. Future you will be grateful that you did. Residency is hard. The hours are real. The stress is real. The exhaustion is real. There will always be a reason to wait until next month, to wait until orientation is over, to wait until things calm down. But here's the truth. Things rarely calm down. Medicine has a way of filling every empty space on your calendar. That's why these decisions matter most at the beginning, before the habits form, before the routines become permanent, before another year slips by. Because hidden inside residency, there is a financial window that exists nowhere else in your physician career, a Roth IRA you can contribute to directly, PSLF payments calculated from the lowest physician income you'll ever earn, time, compounding, opportunity. The residents who benefit from those opportunities aren't necessarily smarter, they simply act before the window closes. If you found this useful, subscribe. Every week on Rounds and Revenue, we break down the financial and business realities of medicine that nobody teaches in medical school. And if you know a new intern or a medical student getting ready to start residency, send them this video, because the best time to open these accounts is this week, not next month, not after step 3, not when attending salary arrives. This week, the window is open now.